Far away! Far! Far away!
Near.
Hi students, you did a great job last week with showing overlapping in your artwork. This week I'm going to give you a couple more tips of how to add depth in your drawings. And I'm going to start off by showing you something really interesting with these rubber hands.
Okay, so meet my little two rubber hands. They're kind of creepy, but they're also kind of awesome. I got them because they're exactly the same size, and I'm going to show you what happens when you move something far away.
Peter, join us.
Okay, now if you look at this picture, you know the hands are the same size, but two things are happening. This one, you know, it takes up the whole frame. This one goes up and it gets smaller. In real life, if something's far away, it gets smaller and goes up in our vision. So that's two tricks that you can do in your drawing to show depth. Watch what happens, even if I scoot this one closer. If you imagine this video as a sheet of paper, it goes off the top of the paper and off the bottom of the paper. If you move it here, well, it's like last week. It's overlapping. Okay, so as you can see, I put a big red symbol on this that says no, because at this point, it looks like a giant rabbit and a giant carrot and a little house. But even though that's something you could do in a drawing, I want to try to make it look different. I want it to look like the house is far away and it's sort of a normal size house. It could be kind of a big bunny. So I'm gonna try again. And this is what I'm talking about. Even though the bunny is still kind of a big bunny, I put it very close. And so he's like, you know, kind of getting these carrots. But as you can see, carrots go in the distance, and you can tell they go in the distance because they go up. And each time they go up, they get a bit smaller. And this house, for instance, there's only one house in here, but you can compare it to the bunny and say, in real life, no, this bunny isn't the size of the house. But because the house is further away, it looks smaller and it kind of goes up in the picture. So that shows that this is in the distance. Also, I did the house in kind of a 3D look. You don't really have to do that, but I'm just saying, here's one other little technique. And then of course, overlapping. My rabbit's overlapping the background. There's the horizon line. There's some overlapping here. All these add depth to my drawing.
Hi students, I hope you like those tips of how to add a little bit more depth to your drawing. So this week, here's what your assignment will be. Number one, you think of something interesting that you want to draw. It could really be just about anything, because the step number two is just to make sure you include some depth. I will say specifically to add depth by making something smaller and higher up to appear further away. That's the trick that I showed you in my drawing today. So you will try that very trick with what you draw for your assignment. And then finally, number three, post it to Seesaw and I'll give you some feedback. Don't forget you can also add overlapping in whatever you draw to add more depth. See you soon.